on.
Alright.
Rappadacadactor.
Okay. Car's all set. Food. Let's get this car back on the road. I got the Christine car, but God, this thing's like jumpy as hell. Is the stream working?
Yep.
Let's see if I can at least beat this game. My greatest accomplishment, beat the long drive.
Do it. Oh, I may get it. I don't. Nah.
Admittedly, it's well, there you go. I just crashed and burned. As the sad music plays, oh fucking hell! Ah! You know, I call Mulligan because I haven't played this in a while, so Mulligan. There you go.
That's just supposed to no mic.
What did he say?
Oh, boy.
He just said, "Oh boy."
Oh, boy.
Your audio cut, so I have no idea. He put
Oh, oh boy.
Oh.
O-H-O.
Oh, okay. Oh boy.
Hey. Let's be something serious.
Birdie.
Let's try this again. And try not to hit any rocks this time.
Okay, Matt says shit's getting interesting.
If he does show up to talk about it,
He's here.
Oh, hey, Matt's here.
All right.
How's it going? How are you doing? How you feeling? What's going on?
Here, I'm gonna.
I could probably try looking to find some. Most of them, it looked like they were being hosted by folks in Germany.
Germany.
Ironically.
Okay. Hey, so guys, I think I should probably go to bed now.
All
All
right.
right.
Honestly, same.
Well, if you guys gotta go,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be up a little longer, but you
Yeah,
guys,
I'll stick
Well, I'll
around a
stay
little
on. I'm playing GTA right now, but
Yeah.
I think I should go to bed. I agree with
I'll-
that.
bit. All right, I'll stick around
I'll
just
see
a
you
little bit longer.
tomorrow.
All right.
See you on Sprite. Have
See
a
you,
great
Sprite.
night's
I'll see you.
sleep.
See you for the
I'll see you
puppies
tomorrow.
playtime.
Yeah.
Poppy
I'll be
playtime.
there.
Yep.
Alright.
oh, you're doing that game?
Yeah, Sprite got me all of them.
Cool.
Yep. Anyway, I'll see you tomorrow, Ari,
Alright.
and you do too, D.
See ya.
Yay. Alright, see ya.
Night.
Night.
Good night.
Sleep well.
Too. Bye.
Night. Neat.
Oh, hey, Sai.
Hey, I'm back. As you see.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Shit. Give me that sword. What was I gonna talk about? There was something I was gonna talk about.
Battlefield? Don't remember.
Oh no, I was gonna. Oh well, all I was gonna say is like, I'm gonna see about helping Ari unlock some weapons that might benefit him in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
So I can't wait to tell Vendors about this. It's gonna be fun.
yep. Yeah, get rid of that club.
Wait, I cannot wait to hear his reaction. I can't wait till I tell John about this too.
It's gonna be something.
If anybody's gonna have a really more strong opinion than my ass, it's gonna be John.
All right.
This concludes
And I will see you guys.
r/entitled.
See ya, Matt. Good luck.
See ya.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm okay. I am happy. I am tired. I want to go home. But
Yeah.
I still have a half hour to go, and I have a very long voicemail to leave.
All right. Because I'm recording, let's keep the personal stuff away from
Have
it.
a good night.
Good
Have a
night.
Good night.
Right.
I'm trying to kill people. Ari's out here eating poop.
No, I have a full stack of food, bacon and water.
Bacon.
All right, die, bitch.
I don't want to die. That sounds weird.
That's kind of rude, Jack. Nah.
No, this woman, this player.
E.
Okay. You're dead. I gotta use my pistol. I'm gonna smack you with my pistol.
Damn.
You're lucky that thing blocked it, okay?
The fucking,
You know, decapitating people is fun too.
the fucking Where's Waldo theme is playing on the radio now. I put that MP3 on.
Where's Waldo?
Here, I'll play it so you can hear
I'm
it.
making popcorn.
It gets annoying after a while watching. I mean,
I'm looking at that.
Is
Okay,
that
that sound
popcorn?
yeah.
I'm hearing that popcorn bag while looking at that GIF that Rocky posted of the chicken.
Oh my
And
god.
It's making me think it's being rotisserie on an open fire.
There you go.
Ghost nuts roasting.
The
on an
worst
open
NES
fire.
song ever. The Where's Waldo theme.
Nice Scarface.
And
Okay.
just as I called it the worst song ever, I crashed the car.
I might actually switch to laptop and watch Ari and just eat popcorn.
All right.
I might do that after I'm done with this prep mission on GTA. Actually, no. After I'm done.
I wish we could play GTA together. I would have to get it like. I don't have an Xbox. That's all I can say.
And honestly, you would need an Xbox Series X to play with me, or S. So I'm on that gen.
What's
I'm on the newer gen.
What's the acceleration key again?
So I just wish they cross-play everything, but they still did the transfer system the same.
It's so stupid. Like you would think like, no, like Microsoft and Sony would be smart enough to be like, let's do crossplay, between this. So it's like, no, let's force people to buy our console just so they can play with our
Yeah,
friends.
exactly.
Well,
But not only just that, it's Rockstar who makes the decisions too. Like have it because technically they're the ones not distributing the game, but making it so it gets so complicated. I don't even know how to explain it because there's like 4 different servers dedicated to 4 different aim types, and then there's like 3 different.
Also,
I was just gonna say that Sony, I can believe that. Microsoft, how could you?
Microsoft, Sony, you would believe not wanting to
Not doing crossplay.
yeah.
I mean, every time they show a multi-plat game on their trailer on their YouTube channel, they always conveniently leave out every other console it's on.
Trying to shoot. Yeah. Also, sorry, I've got a musket, so I'm shooting people.
Musket.
I am pooping on the floor.
Are you gonna eat it?
No.
Is that a mushroom?
I'm nearly 4 in the morning. No, 7 in the morning, and Ari's telling me that,
You want to eat mushrooms?
Hey, did you know that you can poop and eat it in the long john?
Like, Ari, I'm trying to sleep.
Where the fuck did they...
Hold on, can we pull that message back up? I need to see it again.
I'll show it. I'll send it to you later.
DM me. Oh my God. I think Ari DM'd me that too, to be honest.
Yeah, I was like, did you know that you can eat poop in this game? It's a game. It's a game
7
mechanic.
in the morning. I don't need to hear this.
It's a gaming mechanic. Okay, that's enough. Don't spam it. All right. All right.
Alright, can you take this bayonet in the neck? Oh my god, stop parrying! Let me kill you, thank you.
Speaking of multiplayer, I really want multiplayer on Blade and Sorcery.
I'll be honest when I say this, the more I think about it, the more...
I think there is, yeah.
There is a mod for it.
I'm
There is,
surprised.
but you play as the NPCs.
I'm surprised.
Not the main character.
I'm surprised multiplayer's not built in. Why do you need a mod to play 2 players?
I'll be honest when I say this, I think there's... I think I do know a reason why there isn't the multiplayer.
Hmm.
Like, first, or I should say, like, the multiplayer they should have have done is have you teaming up with your friends. Like, I think part of the problem when it comes to, like, you know, if you want to duel your friends is that, you know, what makes the game work is, you know, like, you know, the force, you know, between, you know, blades and stuff. Like, when, like, you know, you can sort of understand, you know, the momentum you have when you're coming up against an NPC, you know?
Right.
When it's your friend, you know, when it's like another player, I should say, it's like, you know, you swing your sword, your friend swings his sword, they don't connect, you know? You guys aren't,
Latency, you mean?
Tick rate.
well, well, I don't know how to put it. It's like, if you guys have had
Echo?
sword fights in real life, you know, those feel like realistic, you know, but it's like,
People
there's
might
nothing.
People might swing around and break something.
They'll just keep swinging it. You know, they're just gonna keep swinging. Like, there's no gonna be no blocking. There's gonna be no parrying. There's gonna be people who will just swing, 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 and it's just gonna.
Swing, swing,
It's
swoosh.
and they're probably just gonna, and you know, they're probably that's probably all they're gonna do. You know.
Yeah.
So it's like that's
So combat's gonna be lame. That's what you're telling me.
it's gonna be lame, and it's gonna be both lame, but also like it's gonna be difficult to do because, like I said, you know, like when it doesn't feel like, you know, like I don't know how to put it. Like, I would have to stream to show you guys what I mean, but not right now.
No, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
I have a feeling I know what you mean, but I'm having a hard time.
I'll talk about it later. I'm gonna go ahead and punch people.
Punch him in the fucking face.
Well, actually, no. I take that. I lied. I'm not punching them. I'm using my hidden blades and punching them.
Oh, dope. That's Creed style. Alright, I'm getting off Xbox. I'm gonna switch to my laptop, but it might be a couple minutes because I'm gonna make my popcorn to pop.
What brand is it?
It's probably store brand, I think.
I've never heard of what the fuck popcorn before.
Giant brand.
Oh,
Ultimate butter. Wait, is it ultimate natural? No, it's just butter. It's normal butter, not ultimate butter. Boo, boring. My brother picked a horrible one.
You know, I wish I could record, because I actually, one time I played this game, I went to the outpost, and I successfully got through it, stealthily killing everyone until I got bored and wanted a fight.
I'm gonna go hunt me some wabbits.
you should get some Orville popcorn.
Out of what?
I think it's a popcorn called Orville something.
Orville Redenbacher.
Orville.
Orville Redenbacher.
Yeah, they
Oh,
got
that's
like
what it is?
Yeah.
yeah, they have like that's like the closest to movie theater quality popcorn.
There you go.
Oh my god. Hold still. There we go. Fucking in the neck.
Don't fuck him in the neck. He doesn't like that.
No, it's called ear rape.
Oh, your ears are not on your neck.
Unless you're
Tell
Mr.
that to
Crocker.
tell that. Yeah, exactly. Tell that to Mr. Crocker.
Oh god.
Ooh, that went up your nose. Are you gonna sneeze because of that?
Ew.
Sneezing blood, gross.
No. Are you gonna sneeze the sword out?
Ew.
Still ill.
Zach, I know I'm into that kind of thing, but you don't need to tell me about that. Ugh. Oh god. Alright, alcohol.
Why do you have this knee-broken sword?
Alrighty, I'll be right back. I'll holler at you guys in the 10 minutes.
Okay.
Okie
Alright.
dokie.
That is the most.
Peace.
Yeah, that is the most southern thing ever. Like, I'll holler at you guys. Oh my god, die! Take a sword and shove it up your boob. Okay, that's what happened there.
Shove it up the boob. Alright.
I don't think that's how that's supposed to work, but I did it. Yeah. You're probably gonna need to see a doctor for that. I wonder what, now I can't stop thinking about, like, we talk about like Wreck-It Ralph breaks the internet and like how these things NPCs they do stuff outside. What do you think the Blades and Sorcery models do every time they die and respawn?
They talk about the people that they've had to put up with, probably.
They're like, I don't want to go back. It's like I don't want to go back out there. Like my arm is getting tired. And like I keep having to get it reattached.
By the way, I'm just gonna say this.
They're trading war stories, talking about their best kills, and their best deaths or something.
Oh, they probably never killed anyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the guy holding him that does the killing.
Oh shit! I forgot to reload my gun.
Well, there's
There we
probably
go.
one guy's like, "Oh, I killed this one guy who was caught off guard, got him in the back." He's like, "How did you do that? I don't know. Must have been cheats or something." He was playing on ultra difficult diamond mode or something, whatever they have in that game. He was playing with mods.
Man, Wreck-It Ralph 2 could have been so much better if Disney executives didn't fuck with them.
What are we talking about? I thought we were talking about.
You mentioned Wreck-It Ralph 2. Someone mentioned Wreck-It Ralph 2. Ralph breaks the internet with the NPCs or something.
I hated that movie. I really did.
Honestly, yeah, for real, I hated them. I didn't care for that movie. I haven't watched it, but it wasn't interesting for me to go check out.
I didn't watch the movie because I knew it was gonna be bad.
It really was.
They very obviously were putting in a lot of bait in that one. I'm just gonna say that. It was bait as well as showing off, isn't it?
Yeah. You know what's worse about this?
Oh, go ahead.
Richard Moore, the director of that movie, left Disney after that because he had his own idea for Wreck-It Ralph 2, and they just ruined it.
What was his idea?
Basically, one idea was that Ralph would encounter a version of him, a la Donkey Kong Country style, and discover console gaming, and have like some kind of existential, some kind of crisis or something.
That would have been. That's the idea I fucking wanted. I wanted him to go to the console. I wanted him to get involved with like the console wars or something, and face like a 16-bit version of himself. But they didn't. The thing with the stupid sequel is that it already felt dated. Like, say what you, them promoting themselves, them sucking their own dick in that movie with like the Disney website and all the brand. That's one thing. We all know that's a given. That part already sucks. But like, when they're doing shit like memes, trolls, websites, like that shit was dated by the time it fucking came out.
I'm guessing the reason why they chose old dead memes already was probably to try to make them dated.
It felt like a bunch of old timers trying to get caught up with the rest of the world. It's like, dude, we were image macros, even if they're still being used, were pretty dated by that point. I feel.
I want you guys to take a guess at the scene that most furries, including myself, were only interested in.
Which one?
The one with the bunny.
Oh, yeah, I figured that was pretty much.
I actually drew a picture of myself recreating that scene, and in fact, I showed it to Preacher when he was still around. When me and him still talked, and he liked it.
Oh yeah, the one with the trailer.
Yeah, from the trailer, like every furry in the inflation community went nuts for that scene, and and I think it's one of those scenes that I swear, like more and more companies are starting to realize, like, hey, if we include like a nod to this, maybe that'll get sales going. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm seeing it more and more often, like TFs, for example.
Yeah.
But
I'm more disappointed that my fetish isn't done as much.
I honestly don't really think fetishes should be in these kinds of movies, you know?
Well, the thing is, anything could be a fetish.
I'm aware, but like the common, things that you see people are into, and it's like, we don't need this in a movie.
But you don't not need it, is what they would say.
But yeah, like Ralph Breaks the Internet, like that. Yeah, I don't like that movie. I'm happy to say that I have not given a crap about that movie at all. And when I actually decided to look up the plot later, I was like, yeah, I think I'm glad I skipped out on this one.
Same. My brother saw like the Golden Book leak on 4chan, which is why he avoided it.
One thing that I've noticed. One thing about the trailer that I think I think a lot of people can agree on. Same with the Toy Story Toy Story 4 trailer is that they kind of destroy a lot of characters' personalities and even their character arcs from previous movies.
And just like
Just to make a just to try and make a story that involves them quote unquote learning something, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Like there's a 6-hour video essay someone did on why Toy Story 4 is just in the context of the Toy Story franchise terrible.
6 hours?
They
Wow.
they tore I'm gonna say this right now, like I didn't watch the whole thing, but they tore the movie apart, man. Like they were pissed.
They ripped it open and dissected its
I think
organs.
the thing that they were most pissed about was and I think every person was probably pissed about this, the character change in Woody.
I don't know. I didn't really see it. Not planning on it either.
I saw it and I just thought, like, I went in without like keeping up what other people were saying because I don't like YouTube reviewers because they all sound like idiots at times. Like they had, like, I joke with this with Sprite. It's like they always had that stupid b-boy stance. And
Yeah.
they always have that. But then you got people like YMS, like your movie sucks. He sounds like a guy who has nuts ripped off. This movie does not like it. It's like, dude, I don't need a fucking 8-hour lecture about why this sucked. Just say it sucked, get to the fucking point, and that's it. But it's like I went in on my own terms and I thought, okay, it is decent. I don't like it. I definitely don't like it. But it was like it's inoffensive enough, but at the same time, like the complaints are valid. But if you're watching,
That was kind of
it's like if it's an afterthought movie, it's like, fuck it, why not? Let's have one little epilogue before we end it. And then I saw the fucking they're doing, what was it, Toy Story 5 now, and that's when I was like, okay. It's like
I'll be honest.
That's when I got mad. Alright, go ahead.
If I'm being honest with what I'm gonna say, also hey D, if I'm gonna be honest with what I'm gonna say, like in terms of like the movie, like I think it's okay, like it's passable, but I think you would have had to have not seen the first 3 Toy Story movies to enjoy it, you know?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like
You have the past knowledge of all 3 movies. We guess. Toy Story
you gotta
4 and 3.
you basically
Yep.
gotta watch you gotta watch Toy Story 4, and that's about it. You have to have not watched any of the other Toy Story movies.
Yeah.
Maybe the 3rd, but that's, I don't know.
Not even the 3rd. Like even the 3rd one, it would make the 4th movie look really dumb. Like,
Yeah.
because like
Okay.
just
Honestly,
it's
I
just
forgot there was a 4th one.
it's just yeah, it's not like my thoughts on it is like it's an okay movie, but but the only way it works is if you've not watched the first 3
I say it's
movies.
average.
It's like
Yeah.
you have to.
To be honest, it could have been an hour special on Disney something. I
Yeah.
don't know why.
Disney Channel.
Yeah.
You know what they could have done? Like I don't know why, but I kind of want to see, like, I would have been interested in, like, they could have done a prequel, and what I mean by that is how did Woody become Andy's favorite toy? You know,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, something we want to know.
Andy when he was tiny.
like have it be about Andy. You know, like how did Woody slowly come up to be Andy's favorite doll? You know, like maybe
Or
like.
oh shit! You know what he could do? Remember Buzz's story in Toy Story 1 where he realizes he was a toy? What if you
Yeah.
have that with
Yeah.
Woody?
Don't you get it? You see the hat? I am Mrs. Nesbit. That's
Hive
me.
Mind.
That scene is me and Ari. I don't know why. It's like I'm Woody and that's Ari.
Oh my god.
Ari getting stuck in his fucking cosplay mode.
Years of academy training wasted.
Here's a- we had that as a running joke for a little bit in our 2K22 streams because I couldn't remember what Adam Walker's he has a character called Adam Walker for 2K22 and 2K23, and he told me the lore, but I never wrote it down or I never kept it in my brain like to remember it. So we went with this whole idea that we do know he was like a Navy SEAL fighter, like he was in the Navy, then he joined pro wrestling, and we knew that much. But when Cryptic's not there, obviously he has at work, so you have to make that shit up on the fly because you don't record it. So we had this whole thing where he was kind of like a cowardly, somewhat heelish dick, and then the fucking we actually referenced that, like he got his ass beat by like a joke wrestler at one point, and it was like Adam Walker brings his buddy Steven Steele, who's like this Sergeant Slaughter G.I. Joe guy. He gets his ass beat by a joke character. Years of academy training wasted to lose to a scrawny string bean of a man. Why?
So
You know,
yeah,
I kind of wanted to see for a Toy Story movie?
Also, I have to keep it down because
Bootlegs.
I also have to keep it down. My folks are asleep, so I gotta keep it down.
it's fine.
So are mine.
I heard like, and I don't know how much I want this, but apparently I heard something along the lines of Andy's gonna make an appearance in Toy Story 5. I have no idea.
He's like,
How-
yo, he's like, you know what? He's like, girl, I want the toys back. He's like, I know it
No,
gave
he
Kubo.
Well,
No. He comes back. He's like, so where's Woody? And then he beats her ass.
I left you with my favorite toy.
He kicks the door open. Just straight up robs her of the toys. Or
Here's the
something.
thing, though. Even if she did get him back, Woody will be missing his voice box.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. Forgot about that.
That was kind of
Maid's
pointless.
a prequel
I
story.
really didn't. Yes, all that build up, and still that one girl didn't love her.
Yeah.
I don't get why she specifically wanted Woody's thing, where she could have found any other toy like Woody.
Well, here's the thing. Like, you know, like he's probably the first one she found.
Probably.
Like,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's just like, but yeah, it's like, I mean, he'll be mad. Like, Andy will be mad. Like, and I know people are gonna say like, oh, he wasn't that sentimental. And I'm like, hello, he was gonna take Woody to college.
Yeah.
Like, you don't take something with you, like, especially something from your childhood, if it's sentimental to you, you know?
Yeah.
Which brings the theory that it's his father's.
Yeah. There is that theory.
Because why would it be sentimental? Unless it belonged to a family member.
It belonged to a family member, but also for Andy specifically, you know, it defined his childhood. Like, it was his favorite toy as a kid, so it's like, yeah.
By the way, I'm just gonna say this. I still have my Mudkip plushie from when I was in 4th grade. So, hey, who would...
I already have 0 toys from
I
my
was saying-
childhood. So you're lucky.
I'm just saying,
Go ahead.
I would totally take it to college if I had a dorm.
Yeah. It's like, and it's like, there are times where I'll be honest, I often debate if Woody actually meant to get in the box with the other toys at the end of Toy Story 3.
He could have. I don't know. I don't
There are
think he had
times-
time.
That's what I was, because I was thinking, like, when he was writing the note, like, you see him look back at the college box, I felt like there was, like, he only had a split second to decide, like, you know, so he decided to go in to the box, you know,
Mm-hmm.
like, because, you know, yeah, but, oh my god, that whole speech that Andy said at the end of Toy Story 3 about how loyal Woody was, and then Bonnie just, well, actually, no, the same guy I told you guys about who did a 6-hour video on the movie pointed out that there is a scene that completely destroys, you know, the whole, like, Bonnie does not care about Woody anymore, and that is a scene where they're at a gas station where you see her briefly playing with Forky and Woody together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just so you know, I'm taking out my frustration on all these NPCs, and they probably don't know what I'm yelling about.
What? What? Toy Story? What are you talking about?
Huh?
Uh,
I'm
it turns
impersonating.
it turned into a discussion about Wreck-It Ralph, then it turned into Toy Story.
Well, it turned into sequels going bad, like, because we all probably are taking note of how sequels seem to only be done, like, and this is how sequels are done mostly anyway. Like, you do it for more money, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, look at fucking Megamind 2. Everyone wanted a Megamind 2, but
Except,
but it's not Megamind 2.
yeah,
What is it?
it's
A
just
show? What is it? I don't even know
It's
what
a
it is.
show. It's a show, but I think the biggest takeaway I got from it is well, it's not being made by by DreamWorks.
Oh, great, fantastic! That's how you kill it.
That's like first red flag. Second red flag, Will Ferrell was not reprising his role.
Yeah, nobody's coming back for that.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
the
I mean,
first Megamind movie ended perfectly, you know, and it's like,
You don't need. I don't
Yeah.
think you need a sequel after that, to be honest.
I mean,
huh?
it technically did get a sequel.
I
Well,
mean,
yeah,
The
the but
button.
sort of the little mini series.
no, the Button of Doom.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, yeah, you could say that, but it's like, even then, it's like, you know, that it's still probably the best conclusion to end the series on, or the movie on. Like, I don't really think it needed a sequel. Like, I know everyone's like, this movie should have gotten a sequel, and it's like,
At the
eh,
time, I'd
maybe
say yes.
at the
But
time, yeah,
And
but
now
then
seeing all these bootleg movies coming out, I kind of agree with everybody else. Don't leave it alone unless it's gonna be a real good passion project.
it always
I would.
bugged me whenever I look at like, I don't know if you guys have seen it, like this How to Train Your Dragon series that came out where they set it in
Yeah.
present day.
Ugh.
I don't think I saw
What
that.
the
No.
Seven Realms?
I think that's what it's called. I don't know. Yeah,
I
it's like,
have my eyes on it, but it looks good. But then I hear everybody else saying, "Oh, it's shit.
well,
What is this?"
for me, for me, it just didn't look like How to Train Your Dragon, you know,
It
or
did
what.
look like a spin-off or something that copied its animation.
That's kind of my problem. Is like when it looks, a lot of them look like spin-off. I actually talked about this with you, Ari. I was like, what would be a good, you know, How to Train Your Dragon sequel that's set in a more modern setting, you know?
Thing is, I never really caught on with that whole thing. Like these are all stuff that came out when I was like already pretty much an adult. I never really watched a lot
Oh,
of
so
those.
you didn't see anything from the 2000s or 2010 era.
Yeah, by that time I was already out of high school and doing my own thing. It's like,
But I guess,
Don't
do you want to
believe
hear? I mean, if you want, I could tell you, D, like what my idea would have been for a.
For it. Yeah, go for it.
Well, let's just say like we set it for if you want like a modern setting, like let's not go to the present day. Let's go to like, you know, say let's go to say the Industrial Revolution.
That'd be better.
Mm.
No
Like
cameras and shit.
specifically like I've always pictured like the best time to revisit the dragons would be like the 1890s.
Hmm. I don't know. Honestly, it was a split done deal, and then I don't. Honestly, my headcanon is eventually over the years that big hole in the ground eventually collapsed, and it just became one of the ocean, or like it didn't become a whirlpool, it just kind of collapsed and it just fell into the ocean.
Yeah. But what I'm
Of
thinking
course,
is like
it didn't drown the world, but it secluded it to the point where you can't get to it unless you have really high-end technology like submarines and shit.
well,
This is my headcanon. It's the point where it completely they did go into a safe land, but they're now separated from humanity for good.
well,
And then
I'm
it
thinking
become
like in the
legend thing.
Yeah. What I'm thinking is like in this sequel is like, you know, you would have it be, you know, set, like I said, set in the 1890s. That you could have it be, you follow like a descendant of Hiccup, you know? Like,
Yeah,
like say, you know,
that would make
if,
sense.
like maybe he's in his maybe he's like just turned 18, you know, young adult, you know. He works as a horseshoe blacksmith, so he would have an idea of, you know, working with big creatures like that. Not dragons, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
yeah,
So, and maybe he gets a call from a Norwegian group because Vikings were from Norway mostly.
Mhm.
So like he gets told that he's asked like, do you have like, where's your father? Like we need to see him. And he's like, I like my father passed away or something, but he could
Yeah.
I don't passed away or something, but
Yeah, he
but
passed away.
yeah,
He's
but you
something.
could
I don't know what happened to him.
but yeah, but it's like, then they're like, okay, well, maybe you can help us then. And like, they basically, he ends up going back to his house where his mother shows him that their father actually kept some old artifacts from like, the town that they founded on that big rock at the end of the third movie.
Right.
And basically this group is trying to they want to locate it, maybe we don't know what their reason is, but could be a nice little adventure. So you take this kid to that rock. I'm gonna say this though, like I think what would be a red flag for him, like that something is off, is when one of the people in the group. First of all, the group is going armed. Like, they're not just taking, like, satchels full of, like, research papers and all that. They're taking rifles and pistols with them.
Hmm.
So it's like, okay, that's a bad sign. And even worse, one of them gives our hero a pistol to defend himself, quote unquote.
Wouldn't they have
It's also
to?
like the first film.
Wouldn't they have to clear this all with the author of the original books, though?
That's what. Well, I'm not saying like this has to be. This is how it would be done. I'm just saying like
Right.
this would be,
Hypothetical.
yeah, like a hypothetical scenario.
Yeah.
So it's like yeah, he goes exploring. Whether the village is still standing or it's been left to remain the way it was for hundreds of years can be up for debate. But it's like, yeah, they spend time there, and then basically have at one point this kid is going around to the nearby water, and that's when he ends up coming face to face with, say, the great grand child, or even, or depending on the life
Night
expectancy
Fury.
of a dragon, like yeah, a Night Fury that is actually a descendant of Toothless. And have that process, like he would probably be a lot less forgiving than Hiccup, because, well, by that time they didn't know dragons exist.
He'd probably take out his pistol and start firing.
He'd probably
Or
take his he would take his
Or he'd
pistol
be
out, probably
shaking
start
out his
firing.
mind, trying to grab his pistol, and he's like, he somehow stumbles to the ground, trying to
I
put his
Probably
butt
knock the
across
pistol
ground.
probably knock his pistol out of his hand and force him up to a wall. Now here's another thing. I think the dragons would have continued to believe that humans, were at least the ones. Actually, no, because this dragon would recognize this as an offspring of Hiccup. It would probably, try to be gentle with him,
Yeah.
So it's like,
Maybe.
yeah, this time it would be the dragon trying to warm up to this person.
Oh, is this an animated film? Still?
No. Yeah, it would still be an animated film. I don't think you could do this live
IRL.
action. As for,
Why?
but yeah, it's like that's kind of it. Like the only cliche thing you would have is like it would be revealed that this Norwegian group is actually trying to find dragons again, not as a way to research them, but to try and exploit them.
Oh, yeah.
You mean
Like-
like the third villain did?
Like, yeah, like think about it, like the Swiss, like in fact, I can think of it. Like I think the Franco-Prussian War was still going on at this time. Like the Prussian Empire was still rising, so it's like there's a possibility that they made a promise that if they brought back dragons, for the Prussian army, they'd probably get paid pretty handsomely for that. So it's like yeah, like that. But that's me trying. That's just my idea of how a good sequel for How to Train Your Dragon in a more modern setting could have been done. I'm gonna be honest when I say this. I hate whenever like these kinds of movies, like they have something fantasy or something like that, and then they and then they just bump it to the modern day, like present day.
Yeah.
I don't know
So,
why.
okay,
It's because they want to put more modern stuff like cell phones and bullshit into it.
I was about to
Yeah.
say,
Like modern technology that we didn't have back in the day. Honestly,
What's
I
up?
would have
What's
been
up,
fine
Ari?
if it was back in the 2000s or
I was about to
1900.
compare Megamind with Despicable Me until I realized that they're from two different studios. Um,
One has annoying minions, and the other has an OG minion.
how much you want to bet that this kind of got this movie kind of got shuffled off into the corner because they do want to do like a proper movie of sorts, but the Gru, like Despicable Me movies have like more. A lot of their plots have kind of taken from. Like, you could do a Despicable Me movie about a villain turned good fighting all these different crime fighters like he has been. And they want to do that with Megamind, but they can't because they're probably just going to. People are going to be like, oh, you're just borrowing from Despicable Me. Oh, that blue. Whatever the fuck his name was. Like.
I mean, to be honest, the first movie was a fucking hit. If they saw him on screen, yeah, they'd probably like, oh shit, he's coming back. But if they hear that none of the original actors or writers are coming back, uh, that would break their hearts. Not to
Admittedly,
mention the studio is not even fucking working on the same thing.
I liked the movie because I remember I did see that one, but I did not like the character designs except for the guy that now we put in like Markiplier memes because that one heroic guy
Metro Man.
Metro Man.
Metro Man is straight up Markiplier, dude. Have Markiplier show up in Mega Man 2.
I want to say this real quick. Like, I thought you might get a kick out of this, Art. You want to know what kind of set my interest in, like, quote-unquote modern fantasy movies being set in, like, the late 19th century, early 20th century? The Mummy.
That is a
Oh
good.
my god, that movie!
I love that movie.
Because it's like,
so
I don't know
good.
why, it's just like, I like the setting. It's like, you know,
I
you
have
start off...
I have
so
the
good.
I have the expanded
Actually,
score
okay,
to those
now that
movies.
you put that picture in my head for the
But it's-
train, that's
but it's-
actually a really good setting.
It's like, you know, because it's like, for me, it's like anything between the 1880s to the 1920s is like the best setting for, like, you know, a modern fantasy, because like that's what the Mummy was. It follows a curse, it follows an ancient pharaoh, it follows these undead monsters, you know, from, you know, an era thousands of years ago, and then you move it to an era where people probably won't understand that they're fucking with stuff beyond their time. And like, that's the other thing. Like, I feel like people in the 1880s to the 1920s, they don't really have an idea of what they're dealing with.
Can we stream those movies?
The Mummy movies, yeah. I
Yeah,
would be up for
1,
that.
2, maybe.
I've watched The Mummy 2
One
first.
and two,
Oh my God.
3 will be up for debate, but
It was
yeah.
a miffy. It was definitely like a good like. What do you mean? It's so good.
I saw
Wait,
the
I like
I saw
that.
the third one in
It was a
theater.
meh, but it was still good. It wasn't like up to the par with 2 and 1.
The first one gave me willies.
Didn't the actress like not show up for the third
Yeah,
one?
yeah.
that's
The
one of
actress, the original actress, did not come back. The only
That
two
was
that
what
came
disappointed
back
me.
was Fraser and what's his name? The guy who played the brother.
Burt Reynolds.
Was that his name? No, that's no. That's not Burt
Yeah,
Reynolds.
Burt Reynolds had.
I forget his name.
Rick,
Like I don't remember names. I'm
Brendan Fraser.
Brendan Fraser played the main guy, but I'm talking about like the brother, the other guy.
Yeah, I know the one you're talking about. It was definitely not. Burt Reynolds would not do the Mummy. That's just like
That's
like
I'll admit the third one was big.
that's like
big
saying Adam
iffy.
Sandler was in Oppenheimer.
Adam Sandler.
Yeah. I
First
remember
Mummy
when
movie gave me the willies.
Adam Sandler in the
What about the
Oppenheimer.
second, though?
There's a scary thought
I
right there.
never saw the second. I only saw the first one in high school in fine arts class.
Oh, you didn't see the second one?
No,
Oh,
I didn't really have much of an interest in it, but the first one just gives you the willies.
oh my God. Okay, speaking of mummies, what was that one that came out in 2017? I don't remember. I think
The
it
one
was
with Tom
just
Cruise?
Mummy. It was just called Mummy.
That one
It
was
was a big
garbage. That
we
was-
don't talk about that one. We don't talk about it. It was literally just Universal trying to make their own cinematic universe.
And they failed so fucking bad.
I'm gonna say this. That scare beetle scene really scares me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I remember seeing that scene as a little kid, and I had no idea what it was, but I knew that it scared the shit out of me. And then, imagine my surprise when I watched it years later as a 17-year-old, and I'm like, oh, that's the scene.
Uh,
The Beetle scene.
yeah.
All right. Well, anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and call it. It is past 5 o'clock for me, so I should probably go to bed.
Same.
But
yeah, I'll probably
honestly, I do like having when we talk about this kind of stuff because it's like, yeah, this is pure nerding out,
Yeah.
we should do this again sometime.
Yeah.
About that movie.
It I think it kind of helps with like, creative ideas,
Yeah,
like, hey, you think this stuff through,
but yeah, I am on board with streaming, like
the Mummy movies.
Yeah, because JR was talking about watching Blazing Saddles, and bless his heart, like I'm not opposed to that, but that's a movie that's like, for me, that's like Christmas Story. Like you see it so many fucking times. It's a great movie. I liked it when I watched it the first 5 times, and it's just like I've seen it on TV, I've seen it on cable, I've seen it on streaming. So like, I don't remember if it was. Have we watched Blazing Saddles before? Like I don't.
I have no idea.
I will watch it
I've seen the
once.
movie, but not here.
It's like I don't mind streaming it once, but God, I hope I don't have to see it again because it's like, fuck, man. I've seen that movie like 30 times and I've hated it after like the 10th time because everybody fucking quotes it. Like, fuck. So like, I'm like, JR, we'll watch it once, but we're not watching it a second, a third, or fourth, or fifth time. I'm sure he's gonna be like, no, we're not gonna do it. I was like, I'll be like, good, because it's like, fuck, I've seen that movie.
I'm gonna say this.
Time too many.
The only memories of that movie I ever watched it. The only memories of that movie I really watched is after mowing like my grandmother's yard.
Mm.
Just after coming home from a day of groundskeeping, just come down, turn on TV, see Blazing Saddles on, and just sit down and watch.
I do hope we can pick movies that we haven't seen or we'll try to see. Like I wanted to stream. Me and Zach wanted to play Casino or some more of the Al Pacino and Robert De Niro or Joe Pesci movies or something like that. I know, it wasn't Godfather. One of them was Casino, and then there was another movie. But he's probably asleep right now. But
Who is?
I was gonna say, I thought you were asleep.
Well, I'm waiting for us to say goodbye and we can go.
Oh, okay, fine. Okay, no, all right, goodbye. I'm gonna have to actually. I'm gonna call.
All right, yeah. Look forward to talking more about this. See you guys.
Put it in the event planning.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
And so you don't put it in the event planning so you don't forget.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. All right. See ya. Bye.
Yeah.